Hi, boys and girls. Today we're on lesson 23, Canaanite woman. If you want to follow along in your Bibles or know where this is, it's in the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verses 21 to 28, and in the book of Mark, chapter 7, verses 24 to 30. If you guys remember the last story that we read, Jesus had performed a miracle on the leopard man, the man that had the leprosy. After he performed the miracle, he asked the man not to tell anyone, but the man did. He just had so much joy, and he just had such a huge blessing happen to him. He wanted everyone to know. And so because of that, Jesus could not stay in the land anymore that he was in because it was no longer peaceful. Everybody started circling him. They wanted more miracles out of him. They wanted him to help them as well. So here we have Jesus traveling to a new place. Okay, let's begin. Jesus was traveling to the region of Tyre and Sidon. He did not want anyone to know he was there, but it could not be kept a secret. Then a woman from Canaan, a place in the area, came to him. She cried out to Jesus, saying, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David. My daughter is severely demon possessed." She begged Jesus to cast out the demon from her daughter. So again, Jesus is traveling to a new place to get some peace, so he can pray and talk to God. And already there is someone coming up to him and asking for Jesus to help her daughter. Okay, and his daughter, like we talked about this a bit before, but sometimes people have very dark spirits around them and in them. And this woman believes that her daughter had one of those dark spirits. So she's coming to Jesus to have those dark thoughts and dark spirits out of her. Let's move on. Jesus did not answer the woman, but she kept begging. And his disciples came to him and said, "Send her away. She's crying out after us." Jesus answered them, saying, "I was sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel." And the woman came and worshipped him, saying, "Lord, help me." So she's following them, and the disciples are like, "Yo, tell her to leave. Like everyone can hear her. Like she's causing a scene." And Jesus is replying back to them, saying, "Well, I was sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Like I was sent here to help." And she's coming, and she's still begging. Like she doesn't care that they're talking about her. She doesn't care that she's being ignored. She wants help. She wants help for her daughter. Third paragraph. But Jesus said to her, "Let the children be filled first. It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs." And she said, "Yes, Lord. Yet even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from the master's table." Then he said to her, "Your faith is great. Because you said this, go on your way home. The demon has left your daughter." So something huge just happened here. So now she's begging for him, and Jesus responds to her and he says, "Let the children be filled first." Okay? He's like, "I'm going to feed the people that need to be fed, the people that need help." And usually he refers to them as children, but he's talking about us. He's talking about people. And specifically, he's talking about the people of Israel. Okay? And then he keeps on saying, he's like, "It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs." So he's saying, in your regular house, you don't take your food that's at the dinner table, the one that you're supposed to be eating. We don't take your plate and then give it to your dog without you eating first, right? You would never fill up a plate for you and then give the entire plate of chicken or soup or steak or spaghetti and then give it to your dog. You might give him what's left over, maybe little scraps here or there, but you would never give them the full plate of fresh food. But she responds back to him, and she's saying, "Yes, Lord, but even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table." So he's saying that you shouldn't even get any of my help. Like, who are you? You're not the people from Israel. She is a woman from Canaan. And back then, people from Canaan were not considered clean people. They were not the people that you would want to be mixed in with. So basically here, Jesus is calling her kind of like a dog. He's saying, "You're not worthy of my help. You're just some little pet." And she's saying, "Okay, but I may not get your direct help, but even a little bit would be just enough to help my daughter." She's begging for even a little tiny crumb that might fall from his table for help. And then he responds back to her, like, "Your faith is great." Like, he's looking at her, he's like, "Wow, I just called you an animal. And you're still worshiping me? You're still on your hands and knees begging me to help you and your daughter. You know what? Because you said that, go back home. I already took the demon out of your daughter." So Jesus wasn't even in the same space as the daughter, and he was able to say this. Well, the Canaanite woman In the last paragraph, the last sentence, it says, "And when she had returned to her house, she found the demon gone and her daughter lying on her bed." So the woman goes back to the house. She goes to check on her daughter, and her daughter is fine. She's sleeping. She's finally relaxing. There's no more dark thoughts, no more dark spirits around her. So Jesus wasn't even in the same space. He didn't even see the daughter, and he was able to do this. So this is a huge, huge miracle, and literally happened because the mom had so much faith that Jesus would be able to help her. Let's keep going. Okay, and then here we see Canaanite woman begging, page 125. 126. The Canaanite woman's faith saved her daughter. She kept on asking Jesus for help until her prayer was answered. She was persistent because she believed that Jesus had the power to help her. Jesus blessed her because she was humble and had faith. And because of this, he performed another miracle. When she got home, she found her daughter healed. So again, like we were talking about before, she's begging because she had believed and had so much faith in Jesus that he would be able to help her. It was able to be done. Jesus saw that in her, and he was able to perform another miracle. First with the man with the leprosy, and now with her daughter. Next paragraph. Faith means trusting God. The Holy Bible teaches us that when we have faith, God will answer our prayers. But like the Canaanite woman, we have to talk to God about what is in our heart. Let's look at today's Bible verse. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. That's in the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 20. Okay? If you guys want to complete the activity over here on page 126, it says, remember, faith means trusting God. Write 3 ways we can show our faith in the space below. And it starts off the sentence for you. I show my faith by, and tell us some examples. On the next page, 127, did you know music is very important in the liturgy of the Syriac Orthodox Church, especially during holy days? Syriac Christianity developed one of the earliest musical traditions as a way of expressing the Orthodox faith. The Palm Sunday service begins with the priest carrying olive and palm branches. Then there is a special service for the blessing of the branches. Kaddish Morio is a hymn sung at this time. On page 128, here they're giving you guys clues to finish what the sentences say. Fill in the missing words using the picture clues. So the first one says, faith is the, it looks like a kind of key to something specific. I wonder if you guys can figure it out. And the others are direct Bible verses. So see if you can figure it out from the clues and then check in your Bibles to see if you got the correct words. Okay? And then finally, your activity on page 129, the Canaanite woman numbers. So put the story in order using numbers 1 through 6. What happened first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth? And then you have bonus questions. Why is music important to the Syriac Orthodox faith? And how much faith do we need to have as Christians? All right. Bye, boys and girls. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.